Hello, everybody. About to get started in just a second. Just getting all of the portals ready. All right, you guys. All right. So today we are going to continue day one of low body and ball control. Okay. So before I get to anything outside, I want to make sure that you guys understand how important it is to have low ball and body control. Okay. So this week's online workout training may seem a little tedious or mundane or whatever, but it's only to ensure that you guys have the proper technique and fundamentals for to be successful with ball handling, ball control, body control. Okay, so I really like to start from the ground up, meaning I really like to focus on building the muscles, in your feet, in your ankles, in your calves, in your quads, in your upper body before we really start to push doing any kind of actual like ball workout, shooting workout. Okay. And that's only because it's very important that when you're doing these workouts that you are really focusing on the technique. And it's hard for a lot of players to focus on their technique when their muscles are just not built up. So this week, we're just going to be focusing on low ball and body control. Okay. So with that being said, we did a lot of balancing on Monday's workout. So making sure that your body is aligned. Watching like great players like Usain Bolt, just so many great players that had great trainers. Their emphasis was fixing a lot of their body structure. So a lot of people have really, their trainers, like, Usain Bolt, he had a lower back problem. It wasn't like he had like scoliosis, I want to say, like a slight scoliosis. So strengthening the lower back was very, very, very important. So with that being said, if you guys understand how important it is to strengthen your body before you start to really push your body and train your body to do certain things, then you guys will understand what I'm talking about, okay? So just stretching a little bit. See, my balance is a little bit off, but so we're gonna continue to focus on low body control, low ball control, and building up that strength, okay? Because we don't want to get to a point in our career where we have to worry about injury, okay? And that's at any point. So we want to make sure that we build up that low body and ball control. All right. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please like, share, and all that, because I really like to teach basketball in a different way. Starting from the roots, first, starting from the mud. So our first exercise that we did on Monday was while we were stretching. I'm a coach that likes to incorporate ball handling, ball control while we're doing stretching. So sometimes when I'm doing lunges, I like to incorporate doing ball wraps. Okay. So if you can do ball wraps while you're just lunging, okay, that's a quick way, to knock that out. Ball control. Okay. All right. You can go the other way. All right. So just to get through some practices a little bit faster, but with more quality, I like to incorporate a few things during the same time because basketball is a full body sport. Okay. So you can even go around all right, working on your reach. Okay. So this one is a little bit tighter. This is a tight reach. This is like you got to really drop your drop your arm, okay, and really find that rhythm, okay. So while you're doing a lunge, okay, you could be doing a side lunge to really open up. You're growing, but I like to incorporate more than one thing at the same time. All right. You can even be doing ball slides, okay, while you're doing your lunges. There's so many things you can incorporate while you're doing these warm-up exercises, okay? So it's just a way, okay, to take up time, but use it smartly with, smartly is a word, but use it more adequately while you're doing your warm-ups, okay? You can go the other way. You can have somebody just blowing the whistle. You know, you're going this way. When they blow the whistle, you switch, okay? Blow the whistle, you switch. Okay, I'm just working on ball control. All right, go out. You can start doing ball slides. Okay, so that's just something that you can do while you're incorporating your warm-up with low ball control, okay? You also can do it where you're doing a lunge, but you're not all the way here, okay? And you can go here, okay? You can even do this one just to teach players how to get like a ball rhythm. So I'm doing lunges, but this is also injury prevention. So we're doing like 3-4 things at the same time, but it's all within one exercise. I'm finding my rhythm, okay? All right, so I try the other leg. So my weakness in my body are my ankles, okay? I used to always roll my ankles during basketball games. So doing stuff like this, it helps me train those muscles, even when, you know, like we're doing something that really focuses on the quad. I really have to focus on like strengthening and gaining that balance on my ankle, okay? So I'm here. If you're outside, you can actually dribble. I'm inside. I live in a condo upstairs, so I really don't want to annoy. I don't want to annoy the downstairs neighbors. Okay. All right. So that's a way to incorporate your warm-ups, your lower body warm-ups with ball control, ball handling. Okay. The next thing that we did, let me just do a little bit more stretching. You can do stretching like this, and you can dribble. This is one of my favorites. Like one of my favorite workouts during college. Because I was really springy and I like to play defense a lot. So stretching, but also being able to handle the ball was something that I enjoyed. In college, I really didn't have that much of a handle base. I was really like a 1-2 dribble and go, which a lot of coaches do love, okay? So when I used to warm up, this simple stretch, okay, this simple ball handling was very convenient for me because I didn't like to do all the 1, 2, 3, push and all that kind of stuff. But now I'm finding a way to incorporate that in my game. All right. So if you guys want to do that warm up, especially this one where you're lunging, okay, that's really good. And keeping your chest up. Okay, I'm pointing my chest down because I'm trying to talk to you guys. But keeping your chest up, you're going to build those muscles, especially for females. We get a lot of injuries in our knees. So building that muscle in your knee is very important. And those lunges, continuous lunge, okay, is really good. Also, you're building that muscle in your Achilles and in the base of your foot so that you can be able to explode a little bit harder, okay? So when I'm doing this, I'm also practicing. See, my balance is really bad with my ankles. But when I'm doing this, I'm really practicing how to explode, okay? You can even do that, okay? You can go here. You can have a coach blow the whistle, push, get back to it, okay? But it's hard to do those. It's hard to do those exercises if you don't continuously practice on building your low body control, strength, and control comes with strength, okay? So a lot of people get confused where they're thinking, oh, I have good control because I've been practicing on the skill. But the skill is good until you get hit by somebody, right? You don't have that much control when you get hit. So building those muscles, okay, so that when I get hit, I'm still able to go. Okay, you can even have somebody push you just to make sure. Okay, but I'm practicing on exploding. Okay, so with that one, it's really important to incorporate staying low, having your chest up, okay, working on building those muscles in your lower body so that you can have stronger control. Okay, so don't get skill confused with control. Okay, those are two different things. Skill and control, those are two very different things. You can have all the skill in the world, okay, but if you cannot control it when you get contact, when you have to maneuver around people, then it's not really going to be that useful at a high level. Okay, that's the difference. Okay, Michael Jordan, I know everybody's watching The Last Dance. He had crazy body control. And I really give it up to him when he decided to start doing strength and conditioning and like putting weight training, because it taught him how to have more body control when he's getting contact. He was getting beat up, so players understand that there's two different things. Skill is a lot different than having control, okay? I know a lot of people that are very, very skillful, but they don't have control. They're out of control, okay? All right, so make sure you guys are building that strength and control. Like I said, when you're doing this workout, okay? I'm building that knee strength. Somebody blows a whistle, I explode, okay? But I still have control, explode, okay? And if you really want to work on it going into your shot, okay? So I have control, they blow the whistle here, shot, okay? All right? But that shot will be coming with you pulling your leg forward, okay? Let me move my bosses. That's something we'll be using in a minute. So just for example, you're here doing your lunges, ball handling, the coach blows a whistle, control, okay? That's the difference between just shooting and shooting off balance and not having control, okay? All right, so again, I'm here working on that lunge, okay? Working on my fingertips, okay? When coach blows a whistle, here, okay? That one I was off balance. And it'll teach you about how to gather yourself going into your shot, okay? So again, I really like this drill because it can teach me to go into my shot, or it can teach me to go into a dribble, okay? But I have to learn that control, all right? So that's one part of the low ball control, all right? Just gonna stretch out a little bit more before I go into the Bosu or Bosu, that ball workout. Because like I said, my balance can be off sometimes because of my ankle weakness. But The same reason why you're doing this workout, same reason why I'm doing this workout. Because I need to strengthen up my ankle. I need to strengthen up areas in my body. So do you. So that when we play, we have more control, okay? So with that being said, take like a 10-second stretch. All right, please comment. I will respond to the comments after after the workout. And I will post another video answering all questions. Remember, at 4 p.m., I will be having another live to speak with coaches about structure, about culture, about integrity, about, I'll post the topics, but it's going to be a very interesting, live video about just coaches in general. How do you structure your program? How do you recruit? Okay, I've been watching a few videos that I really like the insight. So I just want to have more insight on how do you build your culture? How do you build your team? How do you build your program? So yeah, all right. Go back to so with this, I know everybody doesn't have a BOSU balance training ball, but with this, you can just use the regular ground, okay? I'm using this to be a little bit more, on a higher training level, but I have balancing issues too, so I might put this to the side and just do it on the floor as well. But, so this is emphasis on one leg balance, all right? So I might really end up on the floor because I'm still graduating to this. But you're going to slightly have your opposite leg up, and then we're going to focus on bending and coming back up, okay? But make sure that we're not putting too much weight towards the front of our foot and towards the back of our foot. Let's try to balance it, okay? So when you balance it, you want to make sure that your knee is in line with your big toe, okay? So your knee is in line with the big toe, and you're going down, and then you're coming back up. You're exploding, okay? So I'll use the BOSU on my own time because my balance is it's getting there though, because I've been doing this a lot, okay? This is something that I'll do when I'm just bored watching a TV show. I'll get here into the stance, make sure my body's all aligned, make sure my hips are tight, core is tight, okay? Core comes with balance, okay? I'm pushing that knee up and then exploding up, okay? So a lot of players ask, what can I do to improve my balance? What can I do to improve my shooting? All these exercises go into play for multiple things, okay? You need balance to shoot, okay? You need body control in order to jump high, okay? All right? So we're gonna do about 12 of these. Like I told you guys in the first online workout, you can get a little bit, okay, more advanced in this workout. And when you do your drop, you can do a bar rack, okay? So drop, bar rack. It's a lot harder than you think, especially, okay, especially if you're not doing it right, okay? You don't want your knee to be going in, you don't want your knee to be going out, okay? You want it going straight forward, okay? Dropping down here, okay? Even I'm reaching, and that's a bad habit for all of us, but we want to really, let me put the ball down first, really want to drop our hips back, okay? So I want to push my hips back while I'm doing this, okay? Here, okay? Still slightly leaning over, but it's something that we can work on, okay? So when I do this, I'm here, my leg is straight, knee here, push, okay? All right, here, push. You can even imagine you have a ball, okay? Here, push. Or you can start off with a tennis ball. Here, push. Okay, that's 4, 5. See, My ankles are really, really bad, but it's okay. We're gonna work on it and strengthen it up. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and let me lock it in, and 12, okay? All right, once you have mastered that, you can begin to elevate, okay? So when you go down here, push and elevate, okay? So right now my ankles are, I hear a little cracking stuff, you know, so I have to really strengthen that up. If you want to get them warmed up, you can do the ankle roll exercise. If you have weak ankles like I do, okay? So doing the left leg now, okay? My left leg is a little stubborn, okay? But here we go. I'm here. You can also use your hands here, push, okay, to work on that balance. But really my balance is coming from not tightening up my core and my ankle weakness, okay? So I really need to focus on those two things. Yours may be different. Yours may be that you need to lock your hips, okay? But what comes in locking your hips is locking in your core. When your core is tight, your hips automatically align themselves, okay? So when I tighten up my core, I'm here, I push here, okay? All right? These are exercises that a lot of even track players do, okay? So when you notice if you're trying to teach a track player how to play basketball, they have great body control. They have great athleticism. But what comes to play is just trying to slow them down so they can understand the pure fundamentals of basketball. Okay, you can't run with the ball. It's not track. It's not football. Okay, but you understand that a track player has all of these because they practice these stance. A track stance is coming here, and that's why I mentioned that a lot of your power and your control comes from here. Low body control comes with low ball control, and it comes with, and then aligns with a full basketball skill control, okay? All right, so back to the left foot. We're here, start here, push. Here, push, okay? That's 2, here, push. Back to it, okay? My balance is bad, but it's okay, we're working on it. Get my chest straight. See, I gotta even tell myself, gotta talk to myself sometimes, okay? I gotta talk to myself sometimes and let myself know, tighten up your core, okay? All right, chest up, okay? So it's okay to talk to yourself as long as you're working through everything, okay? So I'm here, push, tighten it up. Here, push, tighten it up. Here, push, almost. But as long as I keep talking to myself, the more my body will respond, okay? All right? So we're back in our stance, tighten it up, chest up, okay? Get that balance. All right, here, going down, up, 8. Ooh, I got it. This is really fun to me because I'm really challenging myself to keep my balance, okay? And if you're a real competitor, you really try to push yourself mentally, okay? All right, so I think I got 2 more. I'm not sure, but I'll just do 2 more just in case. I know people are counting, right? Like, coach, that wasn't 12, that was 8. So I'll do 2 more. And then here, okay? And the more that you can throw this back leg back and still have balance, you the master, okay? Because that's real body control. To be able to push your opposite knee back and still explode, keep it here, all right? That's some NFL running back control, okay? All right. So with that being said, like we did with the lunges, when you do this ball control, one leg, okay? You also can do wrap, okay? Come here, wrap, okay? That's another advanced level. Or if you don't want to go that advanced, you can go here, okay? And that'll teach, I like to teach that to, I would say like my beginning or intermediate players, because I like to teach that gathering motion when you're about to go into a layup, okay? So when you're doing this motion, okay, you're teaching mentally a player how to remember when you explode, you need to gather, okay? So when you're here, okay, I drop down, I'm gathering, okay? So you can teach those to players. That's like Coach Nat for this, I seen your post, progression, okay? Teaching players progression is what we're doing right now. I'm not doing a lot of dribbling. You don't see me next to a basketball court. You don't see me outside on the ground. I'm working on my pure mechanics in my body so that once I know how to control my body, I know off the floor, and I'm working on the basketball motions, then on the floor it's gonna be a breeze, okay? So when I'm coming here, teach your player, when you go down, up, gather, okay? It'll really teach them that every time I get ready to explode, I gotta gather that ball, okay? You can even teach it in a tighter stance because a lot of people, when they gather here, okay? Or gather here, okay? That's a little bit more advanced. You can name each point. So when I say name each point, you can say your belly button is 1, okay? You can say your armpit is 2, and you can say your chin is 3. So when they get down and they get ready and they come here, you can say 3. They put it right to their chin, okay? You can say 1. They put it right here, right to their belly button, okay? But my natural reaction, which is a lot of people's natural reaction, is when you say belly button, they do this and they clench down, okay? Which is when you get to a higher level of basketball, you want to be as extended as possible when you're gathering, only using your elbows to protect the ball or your hips, okay? So if a player is naturally doing this, when they come here and they gather, just teach them that when you gather in your belly button area, all you have to do is protect it with your leg and your arm. You kind of make that closing right here. So when I gather, I'm closing right there so nobody can get in between, okay? But that's with me looking at offside defense, knowing that nobody's right there. The only defense that I'm worried about is that help defender. So I'm protecting the ball with my body, and then I'm coming up, extending, okay, on the opposite arm, okay, with that control, okay? So that's it for that one. So you guys can do 12. You guys can do 12. Sorry, technical difficulties. You guys can do 12 on this leg, okay? And you can practice doing it around your leg, okay? If the basketball is too much, you can practice with a tennis ball, wrapping it around your leg every time you drop, okay? Once you get really comfortable with that, you can do 12 exploding, okay? So 12 exploding up, okay? Practice it on that muscle, okay? So when I do 12 and I go explode up, you see that muscle, okay? I'm getting my body prepared to muscle memory, okay? So I'm trying to find my balance. Okay, so when I get here and I explode, my body is building that muscle memory, okay? All right, but be sure when you do all these workouts that you're really stretching that IT band. I had a lot of issues with my IT band in college because I was really explosive. So that means I was really using that muscle a lot. The muscles around my IT band. So I used to have to get scraped. I don't know if you guys know what scraping is, but that mess hurts. Okay. But Our next one. So we've done all the low body control. We've done the lunges. We've done the one leg balance, okay? You also can do 2 legs if you want to. If you really want to get there, you can do 2 legs, okay? Okay? But really try to, try to work on your ball handling. See how fast you can wrap it. Go the other way. Okay? Try to just work on that flexibility throughout your hips. Even if you want to take a step out, my stance is a little bit wider. Okay? Really practicing on that grip. Okay? Or you can even practice it on if you don't have a basketball court. Like we said when we were doing the other one, the lunge, the split stance lunge, that when you're doing this, you can practice on going into your stance, okay? So I'm here, going into my shooting stance, okay? All right, so you can do that multiple times for that one, okay? But let's get into our upper body, okay? So this will be our last portion of our online training. Hope you guys are enjoying, because I definitely am breaking a sweat, but I'm not doing it to my full capabilities. So I really want to make sure you guys are getting these details, and then after, I'll complete my own workout, okay? All right, so the next one is the basics, push-ups, okay? So we're gonna get in our push-up stance. Make sure your back and your shoulders are in line. Don't dip in too much. Don't push out too much, okay? Make sure your hips and your shoulders are in line. We're here, okay? Touch, here, touch, here, touch, okay? We're gonna do 10 of those, okay? If you wanna push yourself a little bit harder, you can do 12, all right? But we're working on just pure upper body strength, okay? Understanding that your upper body strength also comes from tightening your core. But you got to remember that when you're tightening up your core, you also want to be working on your breathing, okay? So every exercise you do should also be a respiratory exercise, upper body exercise. So when I say upper body, I'm not just talking about muscle, but I'm also talking about breathing, okay? So I have 2 basketballs. All right. OCD kicking in and make sure it's even. All right. So we're going to do 10 of these. All right. If you want to really push yourself, you can do 12. The coach is going to do 10. All right. Here we go, you guys. Shoulders in line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Still got it. Whew. I tell everybody all the time, I may look like I'm strong, but Lord, when it comes to push-ups, y'all better be lucky if I can do 10 in a row, okay? But it's okay. It's a regression, and I'm starting to get back to that college mentality I had of just always wanting to kill workouts. It's fluctuated throughout my career because I've experienced so many different levels of basketball that my competitiveness has kind of like stretched out. I'm competitive towards coaching. I'm competitive towards training. I'm competitive towards teaching. And it only left me so much competitiveness towards basketball, my own view of basketball. But I'm starting to fall back in love with actually playing. Before I was just really in love with coaching, seeing other people get better. And I still am, but coach still has a little bit in her tank. Y'all gonna see once we get back on them courts, we're gonna get back to business. And I'm ready to play against you guys. I just had to get back in shape. Y'all not about to embarrass coach. I take it personal. I'm locking you up. All right, so we got two more sets. So we'll do 3 sets of 10 ball touches, okay? And I'll tell you guys another form of this exercise that you guys can do. But let's knock out these 10, okay? Here we go. Hips, shoulders in line, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh, see, I told y'all. Y'all better be lucky if y'all get 10 out of me. Cause that was a workout. All right. So remember, work on your breathing, tightening your core, okay? Keeping your body in line, okay? Because that's how you build weakness in certain parts of your body when you're not doing exercises properly, okay? So really focus on those key points, okay? And the great thing about when you do exercises like this and you continuously talk to yourself, it's just like in a game. You get in pressure situations, you have to learn how to talk to yourself, calm yourself down, focus on the task at hand, okay? And complete it. Complete the assignment, okay? So don't think that when you're doing these exercises, it doesn't pertain to basketball, because it definitely does, okay? So make sure you guys are locking that out. Let me do a little arm stretch. Before I get into this last set, you guys can do the arm stretch too. I'm doing the, what do they call this? The backward dog, or I don't know, yoga stance. But stretch out those arms, because this last 10, I gotta prepare myself for. Lord. Just getting back. All right. But we got no excuses. We're gonna do this. All right, you guys ready? We got last 10. Let's knock it out. Remember, focus on your breathing and tighten up that core. Ready? Let's knock it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my gosh. 8, 9, and 10. Whoo! Yeah. I don't know if y'all arms burn, but mine do. Okay. Telling y'all, we about to walk out of these quarantines looking like stallions. They're gonna be like, dang. Okay. But also remember with these in-home workouts, stability, control, and strengthening, you also got to get some cardio in, okay? So after workouts like this, go ahead and run the block about 2-3 times. Make sure you're building your endurance, your cardio, and all those things, okay? Last but not least, this is something that you guys can do, because we're almost out of time, okay? Is when you're doing these push-ups, okay? You get in a push-up stance, you go up, you can gather a ball, grip it, pass it to someone, have them pass it back, you put it down. Do another push-up, grab the ball, opposite ball, grip it, pass it, working on that passing wrist motion. Put it down once they receive it. Once you receive it, okay, get back into stance. Go down. You can do all types of passes. You can do your bounce pass. You can do your overhead pass. Okay, but it's teaching you to have that strength and flexibility at the same time. All right, you guys. Well, like I said, this week's workout will be kind of tedious, okay? But that's okay, okay? A lot of things don't come easy, and things that you may view as an easy workout is really working on the little things that your body needs in order to maintain a strong and active career, okay? So focus on the little things so that the little things can't knock you out, okay? I know so many people that have little, tedious, nagging injuries that 1 week it'll feel like you never had it, the next week it'll come back, okay? So make sure you guys are practicing